Hey, happy Friday! You've made it. It is Friday. I'm so excited. Holy cow. Weather's a little bit chillier today, which I kind of love this kind of colder fall weather. It's just so nice. I wake up in the morning and take the dogs outside and it's chilly and I don't know, I kind of like it. I'm not excited for snow to fall yet, but I am excited for the chilly weather. So listen, today's manner is our final one in the 24 of our Bear 24. And this one we save for last on purpose because it's probably one of the most important ones. And so we want to make sure you hear this one and remember this one last out of everything you've heard. And this one is, no matter the circumstances, no matter what, be honest. The only thing, listen carefully, the only thing you have that somebody cannot take away from you is your word. Nobody can take that away from you. Somebody could take your sweatshirt. Somebody could come in and they could steal your car, whatever, but they can never take your word from you. It's the one thing you can always keep. So no matter the circumstances, be honest. Now, every year we talk about this, I would talk about it with probably some older kids. There are times when the truth is not necessary. There's a big difference between telling the truth no matter what and when the truth is not necessary. So look at my clothes I'm wearing right here. If you don't like my jacket or you think my tie looks silly, do you need to tell me that? See, some kids are going to argue and say, well, yeah, you said to be honest, Mr. Niemeyer. You said be honest. Stop it. You don't need to be honest to hurt people. And I didn't ask you, right? And even if I do ask, you can say, you know what, I'd maybe choose a different tie. You don't have to say, I hate that tie. That's an ugly tie. Why? You don't need to hurt my feelings. That's not being honest. That's being mean. See, and so you have to really think about this manner. You have to think carefully about this manner. We want you to be honest when you're talking about things that have happened, things that you've seen, things that have gone on, how you personally are feeling. I want that to be honest and truthful. Again, only when necessary. Let me say that again. Only when necessary, right? If I'm sitting in your classroom and I'm asking, okay, are you guys understanding this math stuff we're doing today? It's okay to raise your hand and say, I'm not really getting it, or I'm having a hard time understanding this part. I expect that. That's being honest. But to raise your hand and say, this is boring, that's not the question I asked. I asked if you're understanding. And again, some kids will say, well, I'm just being honest. No, you're not. You're being rude. You're being disrespectful. And there's a big difference there, right? So be honest no matter the circumstance. But again, this one takes a lot of thought. You got to really think about when it is appropriate to be honest and when it's appropriate to actually say the things that are on your mind. Because it doesn't mean just throw what's on your mind out all the time. That could be really rude. Especially if I'm trying to teach and you just keep throwing things out because I'm going to be honest. No, that's not being honest. It's being mean and rude. And there's no reason to be mean and rude and say, well, I'm just being honest. No. You're not. You're being mean and rude. So you got to really think about this manner. It's an important one. And anytime you're working with an adult, you need to be honest. Anytime you're working on your own stuff, you've got to be honest. That's where so many of our other manners, things like learners make mistakes. You've got to be honest with yourself and say, hey, I messed that up, and be able to move on, right? If you weren't respectful to an adult, you've got to be able to own that and move on. You also have to be willing to say, I'm sorry. And the I'm sorry means I'm going to try my best to make sure I don't do that again. And again, you got to be honest about that. That means that your actions then the next day or the next time need to change. You have to make an honest, conscious, which means you're thinking about that effort that it's going to take to make that change. That's being honest. It's being honest with yourself, being honest with others. So that's what this manner is all about. No matter the circumstances, be honest. I hope you guys have an awesome Friday. Hopefully I'll see you in the lunchroom. Take care over the weekend. We'll see you back again on Monday. Have an awesome day.